In the modern era, the European powers were far more advanced, both technologically and militarily, and were able to project that power throughout the world. And that is why colonialism became very popular, even for small nations like Denmark, the Netherlands. Belgium owned half of Africa and still owns all the diamond mines. Spain and France, Portugal, and the United Kingdom famously projected their power and economic systems throughout the world. And some of those systems are still intact today. Denmark still technically owns Greenland. How the hell is that all owned by Denmark? It doesn't make any sense. And Spain still owns little bits and pieces of Africa. Very interesting here. This is a place called Ceuta. Have you ever heard of it? Ceuta is this little enclave that is sovereign Spanish territory. It's this teeny little peninsula here on the tip of Morocco. And it is the EU, yet it is in Africa, the continent of Africa, right here. And so what you get when you enter Ceuta is all of the luxuries and rights afforded to you as a individual, a human being on EU sovereign territory. And that has created quite a problem that has been ongoing for many years in this rather idyllic little oasis here that is owned by Spain. But Spain's done something in the recent months that has caused an absolute and total collapse of the border in Ceuta that is happening right now. And it is something that looks like a World War Z. It looks like a zombie movie as the hordes of third worlders from Morocco and Africa have stormed the gates of this little Spanish oasis because of Spain's migrant policies and their new court rulings that says you cannot turn away migrants and send them home. Now, they just gave amnesty to hundreds of thousands of North African migrants. And what does that do? Look at what that's created. And just a reminder, this is what's going to happen the next time any Democrat gains power in this country. You have a welfare state, you have an amnesty state, and you have stupid laws protecting the zombie hordes of the third world from taking advantage of all of it. An absolute migrant emergency happening right now in Ceuta after a massive surge of illegal migrants. Hundreds of Moroccans and Algerian migrants who flooded Spanish enclave yesterday breached the border fence without control. In recent days, 1,500 migrants, including animals, adults, minors, everyone reached Ceuta by sea, swimming from Morocco, and overwhelming border security. Today, they are just completely overwhelmed. Local forces leaving reception and juvenile centers fully saturated, people getting robbed, homes getting invaded. Look at this. It's like a World War. This is a military invasion. This is biological warfare. You need World War Z defenses. Yeah, so let me begin by correcting the record there. I mean, I'm just reading the Spanish authorities. They say that there's women and children. There's no women and children. There's no women and children here at all. They're all military-age males. Every single one of them. Look at this. There's not a single woman in all of this. It's hundreds of, tens of thousands of military-aged men. Muslim military-aged men. This is the end. This is the end of your civilization. There you go. Coming to the States, coming to the United States of America, as soon as Democrats take control, it'll be so much worse than you've ever seen. Thousands of illegal migrants from Africa stormed the borders of Spanish enclave of Ceuta from Morocco after the Spanish government started to grant amnesty to hundreds of thousands of illegals from Africa. Now the floodgates have opened. Look at that. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez responds to the mass migrant flow currently gripping Ceuta in southern Spain. The government of Spain is fully committed to providing an immediate response to the situation in Ceuta. We're mobilizing necessary resources, working with Moroccan and international authorities, preparing necessary measures to restore normalcy. Judging by what we see and restore normalcy, this will be what normal is. Here's normal. There you go. Welcome to your future, Europe. It'll just be the same as Africa. Like what is even the point of these borders anymore? What's happening in Spain is an act of invasion of our nation. Is nothing less than national emergency. Should be treated accordingly. Get the F out of power, you traitor. We despise and hate you. In case you're wondering, the current immigration crisis in Europe is an invasion. Let me refer you to the refugee population in Spain over the last few years. What is the refugee? Oh, look. It's almost like they figured out how to game the system, and they started to game the system. Oh, just claim I'm a refugee. Pedro Sanchez won't do anything to stop the invasion, and here's why. Sanchez killed Spain entirely. How do you recover from this? You don't. They're coming to culturally enrich Spain. And this is what's coming to America. As soon as Dems win, better buckle up. How is this not an invasion? Europe is crumbling. This looks like World War Z. It looks like a Spanish. This looks like this is a zombie invasion. This is the zombie invasion. Look at this. It's biological warfare against Europeans. Look at this. And every one of them will now get all of the rights and welfare privileges of the Spanish nation. One of the proudest, oldest European civilizations fought back Muslim hordes for thousands of years. Actually, the Spanish people were the reason they're such a religious nation is because they were able to fight back the armies of Islam for millennia. They kicked them out of Europe. They kicked the conquerors and the jihadists out of Europe. And now look what's happened to them. What we're seeing is historic. This is what happens whenever a politician offers amnesty with the promise of not enforcing immigration laws. Where will Europe be in 20 years? It won't be Europe. It'll just be Africa. Invasion. The military has every right to defend itself against foreign invasion. Leaders who stop this as a traitor. It's going to be ugly. What is necessary is going to be very ugly. It's going to require militarization of our borders in order to keep out the hordes of third world zombies. It took hundreds of years for Spain to rid themselves of the Middle Age menace, and now weak leadership, the country is being overrun again. And look, they're sending their best. Moroccan criminal who has entered Ceuta illegally admits that he was expelled from the Netherlands to avoid serving a 5-year sentence. He had his Spanish passport taken away. He has hepatitis C. They're sick and they're criminals and they're coming. Moroccan who entered Ceuta illegally claims he fled Morocco because he's linked to a death and he has problems with the police. So he's fleeing to Spain. Got it? Sending their best. Hundreds of Moroccans crossed the Ceuta border in the last 24 hours. They're neither exiles nor political refugees. There's no women. There's no children. All of them are young military-age men. This is what happens. It means that the Moroccan regime wants something. Yeah, that's right. Dirty Sanchez granted instant citizenship to over 500,000 invaders. Millions applied for it. Now they all expect to get it. That's right. Immigrants coming are just women and malnourished women and children. The women and children, that's right. The government of Ceuta has released a video asking Spain to declare a state of emergency and deploy the army to the enclave to close the borders. deliberately ignored this request. How popular are national leaders in Europe? Well, Sanchez is taking a dip in the polls, not popular at all. Spain approves plan to give 500,000 undocumented migrants legal status. Stop calling them undocumented migrants. They're criminal aliens that are here to demographically change forever your nation. They will not assimilate. They will not, goodness gracious, refugee population. For Spain, look at that. Ugh. Get ready. This is what's going to happen. This is what is going to happen in America. Trump says migrants are killing the UK and invading Europe. Such an important moment. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our border again. It was our border. It's going to be our border again when Democrats get to take control. And it's going to be so much worse this time. It is war. It's war whether you like it or not. So are you ready to fight? Stay locked in. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.